friends, today I'm going to show you how to make a real delicious and easy cinnamon roll out of your Bisquick mix that I showed you how to make yesterday. This is wonderful. So we're going to do, let's see here, 2 nice rounded tablespoons. You can use a few more, 3 if you want, but I'm just using 2. Nice rounded tablespoons. Well, no, maybe I will use 3. There we go. I got 3 rounded tablespoons of brown sugar. And to that, I'm going to add probably 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, or a nice healthy teaspoon. That will be good. That's for your filling. And then I got some raisins as well to put in my filling. Just mix that up real good. Just so it's incorporated nicely. Okay, set that aside along with your raisins. I got just a little dish of raisins here, not too many. You don't have to use the raisins if you don't want. Alright, so in another bowl, I'm going to measure out 2.5 cups of my Bisquick mix. There's 1. You don't want to pack it. That didn't work. You don't want to pack it. You just want to make it loose. And 1/2 cup. There we go. Alright, so we're going to set that aside. And we're going to also put in 2 tablespoons of sugar. There's 2. To that, we're going to add 2/3 cup of milk. And we're just going to mix this. That easy, friends. Mix this up until it forms a nice dough. This is perfect if you've never made cinnamon rolls before and you really want to make them. This is perfect stuff. Okay. Alright, now we got that. It's into a dough. And the rest we're going to form when we knead it up a little bit. So with that, give me just a second. I'm going to put on my gloves. I use my gloves for everything. And people always ask me where I get these gloves at. These are nice, but these are medical gloves. I get them from a friend of mine who's a nurse. And she'll, well, I pay her for them, but she'll always get me a box or 2 whenever I need them. So it's nice to have. You're just going to sprinkle a little of that baking mix on your counter. Okay? And then we're going to just transfer this dough onto the counter. And we're going to form it and knead it. So set that aside. So there we go. Now we're just going to form it and we're going to knead it about 10 times. Okay, there's 10. Okay, we may have to put a little more in there because we're going to want to roll this all out. And if, when you do your dough, if you find it's a little too runny, or not runny, but sticky, just add a little more of your baking mix to it. Won't hurt it at all. Alright, so here we go. We're going to roll this out. I do need to move this, and I need to move that. Okay? just roll it into like a rectangle the best you can. Not a circle, but a nice rectangle. There we go. That should be good. We're going to give it a little scrape just in case. Alright, so now we got it in a little rectangle. So now we're going to take a good 2 tablespoons of butter. And you want your butter soft. We're just going to spread it out. Just smear it around all on your cinnamon. Or all on your dough. I've made these so many times, you just get to go, and when you're trying to teach somebody how to do it, I tend to forget, and I'm so sorry. Just smear that all around there, because it will melt and it will be wonderful. Okay? Alright, we got that. Now we're going to take and we're going to sprinkle our cinnamon sugar on here. Sprinkle it all around on there. Smear it on. See, I'm glad I used 3 on that one. Alright, set that aside. Okay, now I'm going to put just a few of my raisins around on here. Not too many. That's probably enough for my hubby. He just likes a few. Okay, now we're just going to start rolling it. And just start rolling it real nice and tightly. And if it starts sticking to your counter a little bit, just go ahead and use your scraper, just like so, to loosen it. You know, just like so. And yes, I roll towards me. A lot of people start rolling and roll away. I roll towards myself, but you don't. You can roll it any way you want. There we go. Now I'm just going to push the sides in. Okay. Take my gloves off. That's how easy these are to make. Just wonderful. Okay, now you're going to take a serrated knife and you're just going to start cutting. Just try and get them, if you want them a little bigger, you can make them a little bigger. But just try to make them all the same size. I don't normally cut on my counter, but okay. Now I'm not going to bake all these because I told you before I'm going to freeze a lot of them. So normally if you want to bake all these, you're going to need a 9 by 13 inch pan. I'm using like an 8 by 8 because I'm not going to bake all them. But isn't that lovely? Just look at them. Beautiful. I'm just going to do 6 of them. And there's my 6. And I'm going to put them in a 350-degree oven. And they're going to bake for about, I think maybe 15 minutes. I'll tell you when I come back. I got to look. So that's it. When they're all done, I'll bring it back and I'll show you how nice they turn out. Okay, friends, our cinnamon rolls are done. I just took them out of the oven. They're beautiful. I showed you just how easy it is to make them with your homemade baking mix. Now, I'm not going to glaze mine, but if you want to glaze them, you can mix 1 cup of powdered sugar with 2 tablespoons of milk and a dot of vanilla if you'd like, and glaze them with that. So that's how easy it is. There you have it. Give it a try. Thanks for watching.